What do you say? Hi. Where's Rita? At home?
Thanks.
Yeah. How's it going? You pulling in a lot of business?
Well, I'm not sending any away, but it's picking up.
You know, if you put another guy on, say from 6 to 12, you can pull him in with overnight service.
Know anybody who needs the work?
Yeah?
Who?
Me.
How come?
I need the money.
Well, where are you going to find the time?
From 6 to midnight, like I said.
Man, you're going to be going around the clock. You got classes in the morning, you're working for Mr. Carson in the afternoon. Now you want to take on this extra gig at night? Well, when are you going to study? Well, you did sign up for the summer session, you know.
Yeah. Then I'll unsign.
Why'd you change your mind?
I didn't change my mind. I just thought I'd put it off for a while.
Norm, you put it off, it'll be forever.
What about the job?
Hey, come on, don't get your back up, huh?
Then forget the charity.
Norm, what is it? Are you in trouble or something? Is it Rita? Is she pregnant?
She thinks so. We don't know for sure yet.
Well, it sort of changes your plans, doesn't it?
Yeah. It'll set us back a while. Rita did a great job of convincing me I should go to college and be someone. For now, it'd be canned beans and living above the drugstore. Someday we'll look back on it and laugh.
Well, you're 18, and well, how old is Rita?
We're irresponsible. Go ahead, say it.
No.
Go on to college, Norm. If you miss out on college now, you'll have a lifetime of nothing jobs. Parking cars, pumping gas, scratching for every nickel. You have a baby now, Norm, that'll be the end of everything. Right?
I didn't say that.
Rita and I did. We've been telling ourselves over and over until we started to believe it. But it isn't the end. It doesn't have to be the end. Does it, Rod?
Not if you love her.
Love her? You know something? If Dr. Rossi says she's pregnant, just watch her. Rita will be a great mother, and I'll be a great father. We'll be great parents. And that kid will be the greatest kid in the world. You know something? That'll make you an uncle.
Yeah, and I'll be the greatest uncle in the world. So don't tear up that college registration. You may still need it. You don't know him, you can always heave a wrench in the Harrington garage. So what's to worry?
Yeah, and the job will pay for the canned beans. I just hope Junior likes canned beans.
Dining room set I chose. I took the picture over to Mr. Fletcher, and he said he could order one, but it would take a couple of weeks. What do you think?
I think you're looking more and more attractive.
Oh, Stephen.
Kiss me, he said, eyebrows arching. Hello? All right, I'll meet you in the bar in a couple of minutes.
You'll meet who in the bar in a couple of minutes?
Ann Howard.
I thought I married a lawyer, not a doctor. Doesn't your workday end at 5?
She sounded upset.
I don't know if I want you to go down to rescue a good-looking young woman. Not in the mood you're in.
I'll be back.
sorry, but I won't bother you often.
No bother.
Stephen, someone wants me out of town. Both Elliot Carson and Dr. Morton have received what I guess you might call poison pen letters, identifying me as Anne Colby and recalling what happened on the bluff.
What else?
The writer objected to my being allowed to work with children.
Having been accused of blinding a child yourself.
And having, quote, sadistically pushed a child over a cliff and, quote, maimed him.
No signature?
No signature.
One letter sounds like a crank, two sounds like a campaign. You could go to the police.
And get them to try and trace the stationery. It was on plain bond paper. You could buy it at any drugstore and type it in.
Anne, don't compete with the police.
Good evening, Mr. Card. Anything for you?
No, thank you, Bo.
Stephen, will you handle this? I know. You're an attorney, nothing else. But I want you to handle it.
Ironically, I was going to call you tomorrow and tell you I was making progress. I had a talk with Lee Weber.
He must be terribly resentful.
Not at all. He was very civil, cooperative.
What about the others who were there on the bluff?
I'm still trying to locate Arthur Crane. I found out he's got a job in Boston now, but his job takes him out of town a great deal. It's just a question of contacting him.
The others?
Richard Harrison moved to New York 2 years ago. I'm trying to locate him. And Margaret Stratton is visiting a relative in Canada. I understand she's due back shortly. It's just a matter of time. Once we get in touch with them, it'll be possible to put together a kind of jigsaw puzzle.
If I'm not run out of town first.
Look, Anne, I know how upsetting this is. But there's really no harm it can do. Providing Dr. Morton supports you.
You mean just forget it?
Oh, no, don't forget it. I know you can't do that. But don't let it overwhelm you.
Dr. Morton has just put me on probation. His first duty is to his patients, and if pressure is put on him to fire me, he'll have to do that. Stephen, I want to give you a retainer now. It can't be much, but I want to start.
Anne, I told you there's no need for that. Now, why not defer payment till you've bought the things you need to get settled?
Oh, thanks, but I can manage that. Maybe I just want to make sure that you'll continue.
I'll continue.
You did what?
I had to, Martin. I had to at least try.
Do you know what this can do to us?
The letters are not traceable. I made sure of that. I typed them out on ordinary paper.
But you even left one at Elliot Carson's door. What a colossal piece of stupidity.
But no one saw me. I'm sure of it.
You're sure? Has anyone ever done anything in Peyton Place that someone else didn't see?
Well, I couldn't just sit back. I couldn't wait. I couldn't watch you, a strong man, sit back and wait for what? Something, anything. Every time I step outside of this house, I am terrified that I might meet Anne and have to talk to her.
Her innocence galls you, doesn't it, Anna?
It's ironic that you should mention innocence. You were the one who devised this charade. It was your little investment that was going to make everything come out all right, wasn't it? You were so sure your money could bury the truth. The ghost walks, Martin. It walks, it talks, and it asks questions. And if you're not afraid of those answers, I am. That's why I do much more than write letters to drive her away from here. Much more.
Why, Anna? Why? Because you're afraid to face her father again?
No. No. Strange as it may seem, Martin, I'm afraid to face Stephen. If and when he finds out Anne Howard is his sister.
Stay with it, Stephen. I need you.
I will. Don't worry. I will.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Until you're ready to look at having children as a miraculous event, you're not going to be ready to have children at all.
Come on, Doctor, let's have it straight. Is it something serious?
Now, there's a lot more to it than just walking into the house and doing my job, isn't there?
The word is spy.
I want every possible state and federal loophole blocked.
I wonder if it's possible.
It's got to be possible.